Good afternoon, Matthew. It has just started storming. I think. Well, it's been a bit stormy all day outside, actually. But there's thunder. That's just started. I might turn the monitor on. See if that makes. Nope, didn't change a single thing. I'm not even sure if the monitor is turned on. Actually, I even pressed the button. Yes, I did. For some reason, when I turn the monitor on, the volume goes down. Don't really know what that does. The monitor on the microphone, not my screen. The screens are turned on. I do have to have those on. I mean, I have it so that I can hear myself. But unfortunately, this microphone is incredibly quiet without it being boosted up. And the monitor is on the interface. And so it just pumps the audio straight from my microphone back to me, which is not useful at all because the audio is unhearable. You missed the first minute. You've missed the first minute. That was the best minute of the stream, that was. I'm sorry to tell you. It's raining now. But yeah, if the stream goes down at any point, it's because I've been struck by lightning. Or somewhere nearby has been struck by lightning. But it is a little bit stormy. Not too bad though. It's not like I live in America or other countries. I don't live in Tornado Alley, fortunately. I was led to believe as a small child that tornadoes were going to be a much bigger threat to my existence than they actually were. I can count the number of actual tornadoes I've seen on one hand, and that's not saying much because I think I may have seen one. A lot of things like that from my childhood that I was led to believe would be a lot scarier than they actually are. I mean, tornadoes are terrifying, but I personally don't have to deal with them, which is good. But if you live in Tornado Alley, maybe stop. Maybe don't do that. You have an option. You have the option to not live in Tornado Alley, and if you've chosen that, I mean, there's a lot of people that won't, but it's the thought that counts, isn't it? If you live somewhere and you're like, oh no, it's great, I love it, I really want to live here, and it gets ripped up by tornadoes every year, then that's like maybe it's not the best place to live. But if you live there and you're like, yeah, no, it ain't very good, I would like to leave if I could, then I understand that. Anyway, today on the Classism podcast, I'm here to tell everyone that's poor to maybe just not live by the sea, to avoid rising sea levels. As I sit here in my classist closet, I'm going to do this. And that's to load the game up so I can play it. I've noticed that more games now have supporter packs available. I think it's mostly because I've been playing indie games. But there's a lot of games out there that have supporter packs that give you basically nothing, but allow you to support the game monetarily after you've already bought it. I don't know how I feel about them. Honestly, I don't think I hate them. I don't think I'm opposed to them. I just think it's a little bit interesting that they've just started to appear out of nowhere. And I would like to know how effective they are. Because they are usually just additional random bits of content that you just pay for. Like, there's a couple things in this game, and so we have no problem that you can buy additionally that do nothing but cosmetic things. As bit. We're not rocking. There's no rocking is taking place today. I might rock backwards and forwards, but there's no rock. Neither is there any roll. If I hear any rolling and or rocking, there's going to be trouble. Though I may be thunderstruck during the stream. There is a rolling thunderstorm billowing across the sky. Or I might not get struck by lightning, and what happens is a single droplet of water splashes through my window and onto the computer, because the computer is near the window, so it could splash onto the computer, go through the grate at the top, short out the electronics, and catch fire and kill me. So, you know, it's always something interesting, isn't it, around here? Okay. That is actually something I am worried about with where my computer sits in my room. Is that if I've got the window open, something might fall through, some water might go through the window. Usually it's not a problem, because I can just remember not to keep the window open. You know, if it's raining heavily and if it's raining sideways, then I can just I can turn the window off. I can close the window. Water getting in? No, the water's coming down pretty straight. Mirror, mirror on the wall, give me torture, cock and ball. I think that what we should do is we should have town criers go out into the town. My town doesn't have a town crier, but there are still a few out there that have them for novelty reasons, and I think we should have one go out and say, "Hear one, hear all. I summon a great cock and ball." I think that would be fun. I think that's exactly the kind of thing that we need in the UK. Some levity, you know? Everything's so serious. Why hide that? Get rid of that. No, that can stay. Also, you may have noticed, or you may not have noticed, I am still an affiliate. I haven't made the decision whether or not I want to leave or not. I'm not convinced that all my problems are actually my own. Do I have... No, that's fine. But yeah, so today I'm hoping, actually, if I start playing it now, if I don't faff about for the next 20 hours, if I actually start playing the game, I can probably get it. I can probably get it done today. I was hoping that today would be the day that I get most of the game done. I think. I can't remember how much I got done yesterday. I only got 2 levels done, I think, yesterday. And we do have 4 left. Maybe we won't. We'll find out. I started this one. I know what my next game... I know what the next game is that I want to play on stream. No, I don't. But I do. Like, I do, but I don't. Why are there orcs that are lightning? Did I do that? I think I did do that. I don't know. What do you think about the orcs? You think they're sexy? They're all a bit... I mean, they're definitely hot, I can tell you that. Can you hear the thunder outside? You probably can't. Oh, it's really raining. It's causing small amounts of localized flooding. I like seeing it rain. I like seeing it rain heavily. I don't like seeing just regular, like... Just like regular, I don't know, drizzle rain. Just little bits of rain. That's boring. I don't like that. I like it when it rains heavily. There's something exciting about heavy rain. you see, in the UK, it's always lightly raining. If we're not in the middle of a heat wave, there's always a light amount of rain. But now it's like, I can't even see the end of the street. It's coming down so heavily. Ow, hands. Ow. It's hot. I'm gonna have to sue myself for that. But yeah, so I've got a couple of different games. I've got several games that I have found that I want to play after this. One of which is a parkour game that came out the other day, and it had overwhelming views, overwhelming, positively overwhelming. It was positively overwhelming. Good volume, but with a H. Not gonna say where. And it looked interesting, and it wasn't very expensive, so I was like, I'll get that, and I'll play it once I've done this. I'm assuming that by the time I get to it, if there was any hype behind it, the hype will be gone, but that's whatever. Ever since Steam has started doing that thing where they show you upcoming games, I've been much more aware of indie games coming out, and that was one of the ones that I saw was coming out. And I wasn't gonna buy it on launch. I only saw the trailer of it, so I had no real interest in it until I saw people had played it. Like, it had come out and they played it and they'd given it reviews that were good. I was like, if the reviews are good, then I'll probably try it. Space Marine. I actually can't remember any lines from Space Marine 1. Oh, the camera's a bit funky. Hold on. It's called Volume, spelled with a H after the V. Go in here. No, I'm not playing Femboy Footer House. That's not what I'm playing. Okay, the camera didn't change anything. Oh no, it's fine. I'm just a little bit blown out. There we go. Look, solved it. Not in the fun way. Don't get your mind out the gutter. But yeah, there's it's just I don't know anything about it. Like, I know nothing about it. I basically watched some of the trailer of it. Saw that it had overwhelmingly positive reviews, and was like, that's good enough for me. It's only £5. Seeing games that are it's got Steam Workshop support. That's fun. I didn't even see that. You'd think I would actually look at the Steam page properly before saying anything. But nope. Before buying it, sorry. Nope. I like the gamble. I need to get back into the gamble of just buying random games. It's fun. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you'd buy a game back in the day and it just wouldn't work, and you'd go back to the shop and be like, "Hey, this game doesn't work." They would then tell you how to make the game work. So I can't remember what game it was, but it was this game, some war game, and it didn't work when we tried to run it. So we went back to the shop and was like, "Hey, this game doesn't work," and he was like, "Oh, you just need to change the output on the TV or something, or the inputs on the TV." And I remember, at this point, we did that. We then went back. We went home and got it running. And I was like, this game's actually terrible. So that's kind of a problem with with trying random games. Sometimes you do just end up with something terrible, but right now, most of the indie games that I've played have been at least tolerable. Total War Warhammer 40k embargo ended. Wait, did it been play tested, or did have a review embargo or something on it. I thought it wasn't going to come out for a while. Was it like an open beta or a closed beta? It wouldn't have an embargo if it was an open beta. I'm only mildly interested in that. Space Marine. I'll deal with you later. I don't know. I actually have no idea what they say in Space Marine 1. I've played through it about 3 times, and I just run around stamping on small orcs. Hi Siggy, you're right. I was somewhat interested in Space Warhammer 40k Total War. I am somewhat interested, but I'm also not. Like, I don't know if I actually like. What do you mean I'm quiet? I mean, the microphone's like further away. I can move it here. I can move it in a little bit. Maybe it's because I changed something. When I moved the microphone closer to my face. But yeah, I just don't. I want to play games set in the Warhammer world, like Warhammer 40k universe. That. See, why you are allowed to just because I don't believe anything Maya says. I pressed the thing. I checked it. I was like, is it making noise? And I heard it. If you don't say anything, I'm going to get just as annoyed at you. Go in here. Go there. Do that. Okay. Hold on. My ability to think and make noise has diminished rapidly over the past 4 minutes. You had to spend €600 on your car inspection. Is that, like, did it break? Is it broken, or do you just have to spend that? Is that just how much it costs? Let's do that. I got a lot of things I can upgrade. I've been getting a lot of things that I've just not been upgrading. I've got more gun towers. Increase the amount of silver I can get. Increase whatever that does. Also, I'm fine. I've gone very, like, hot and sweaty first. Put this. Wait, where do they usually go? Where do they, like, I think it's, like, here. I think here is where they usually, like, sneak through. So put this here like that. I might be able to catch any leftovers. After inspection every 15,000 kilometers or every year, whatever comes first. Check fluids, change oil, and check the brakes and stuff. Is that? I don't know if you have it. Is that like an MOT? Or is that a separate thing? In the UK, there's an MOT, which your car has to go through and pass. And if it doesn't pass that, then yeah, you have to fix it. Check and swap fluids with you. Disgusting. Despicable. On an Endless Bread channel as well. How dare you say such horrific things. Ugh, being a German sounds tiring. Every 15,000 kilometers and every year, and then you have to do an MOT completely independently. I think that the MOTs are quite strict, but I don't think it has. I don't think it's anything like from the. It's not like from the manufacturer or anything. Funnily enough, there's not really that. Well, I've passed my driving theory test, so in theory, I should know everything that I need to know about driving a car. And they mentioned something about an MOT, and that was it. Nothing else. So I'm assuming that that's the case. That in the UK, you just have you just have your MOT. You get that done every like 2 years or whatever. It was only the theory test. I've still got the practical test. I can't drive yet. And I did the theory test ages ago. We talked about it. We talked about the theory test ages ago. Don't congratulate me. Take it back. I don't deserve it. It was the, Thanks. No, I don't say thank you. I'd already done it. I passed my theory test. I did it ages ago. It's my driving test that I need to take. I can't drive yet. I haven't had a driving test in a month at this point. Because my driving instructor has gone on holiday or something. That's like 1/50th of Gumball. It's not even that. I wish I could get a gumball for 50 pence over here. Can't get shit. The only thing that you can get for 50p is like getting into the toilet on Swanage Pier. Only I understand that, and only people that have been to Swanage would know that. I don't even know if it's Swanage that I'm thinking of. It's a seaside town in the UK. Is it Swanage? It's not Weymouth, I can say that much. I could just like go and like suck gum off the bottom of a table. Gotta be careful when saying that. But see, if I'd have dropped out of the affiliate program, Siggy couldn't have done that. What's your... Oops. What did your car workshop do? Black market driving instructors teaching high-risk individuals skipped countries back to Albania. Yes. He got picked up by the Albanian mafia for leaving town. Some good orc slaying. Do you like it? Do you like just it's not that a lot of them are getting through at the moment, but we're in the farming phase. You know, you gotta take out orcs to get the currency to take out more orcs. They broke off the air valve on your tire. Part of the inspections to check air pressure on tires. Will they fix it? It does still say lost on me, so I did still technically lose. I didn't slaughter enough. Which is why we upgrade, so we can. We're gonna fix it, but you have to undergo another 2-hour repair. But it's... Surely that just replace... Does it really take 2 hours to replace a tyre? Surely they just have to replace the tyre. These are professionals. They've been replacing tyres their entire career. They should be able to do it with their eyes closed. How dare they? Upgrade that. And then do this because I can. The silver isn't here to tell me not to. Yeah, Pit Crews can do it in less than 5 seconds. I think that they should be able to like do it in, you know, at least 2.5. Because they have to take the tire off the tire, take the tire off the rim, swap out the tire pressure sensor, put in a new valve, put the tire back on the rim, rebalance the tire, and reattach the tire. Is this the entire wheel, not just the tire then? I don't know what. I was just assuming it was like the little bit that you stick a pump into to inflate it. Unless it's just, you know, maybe I just don't understand modern cars. Okay. Modern cars have, I assume, they're full of technology then. And that it's full of technology that is measuring your fucking tire pressures so it knows what's going on, instead of it just being something that you check every now and then. It's expensive. The fuck the valve up, they put the sensor up to, and they need to get a new sensor and recalibrate it. Okay. I assume that because they broke it, you don't have to pay for it, though. The r/tire pressure subreddit will hear about this stream. They're gonna come after me for not knowing anything about tire pressure. I'm gonna have to defend myself in Reddit court that actually it's perfectly understandable for me to not understand what tire pressure is, because I'm a layman and we don't know anything about tire pressure. Get some bonus currency doing this. Nope, won't get much. So that's the bit that I'm not looking forward to about potentially owning a car. Hey, we survived. The foreman service manager said that would cover it. That's good. At least that's they're doing that. At least they're possibly not trying to weasel their way out of it. I need to get. Wait, can I? Okay, they're quite expensive. Getting more Tesla coils is quite expensive. I want to try something. I want to see. There's an achievement that you can get. What is it? It's R to remove more. There's an achievement that you can get for using only one turret to win, and I want to see if I'm at that point. If I can win this with only one. I'm not. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I don't think I need to do this, but yeah, there we go. Congratulations, go me. I didn't get the achievement. I don't know what was up with that, but I'm not that bothered. So I just wanted to see what it was like. I thought it was gonna be cooler in my head. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. It could be because I launched the missiles. Oh, it did what it is. I'm not gonna fucking piss and shit and cry and fart and come and shit and fuck off. Shut up. Stop it. Stop. Don't encourage me. Just do something like this. Just do a basic little setup like this. What the fuck is Plinko? I'm not like bringing anything against you. I just have heard it, and I don't know what it is. I only know of things like this as like pachinko from the Japan. It's just like, just do something like this. I don't know what I don't know where they're gonna come from doing all this. It doesn't. I have a feeling that they're not really gonna. They're gonna like beeline it, and they're gonna get caught on here and just fall straight down, which means that this one here won't do anything. So I'm gonna put it here instead. That's my theory. I'm gonna put these here. I could just, actually check. I could just run it. I could dry run it just to find out. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to help anything, but done it. We could just do something like this. See, we'll do this. It's fine. Do this just because we can. Oops. And then, depending on how it goes, we'll make adjustments. Measure once, cut twice. That's what someone at my old school used to say. Is it relevant? No, but someone at some teaching adjacent person at my old school used to say that. Hi, Hela. You bought some earbuds. I don't think you needed to have done that. I think you very much could have just like not done that. Gambler in you is the gambler in you is triggered, is it? Well, maybe get better things to gamble with. Some El Cheapo Bluetooth earbuds. These aren't the worst. I bet they are. I bet they're absolutely terrible. I've watched maybe 1 or 2 videos in which audio equipment is reviewed, and now I see myself as a certified audiophile. And I know I'm like, this audio is horrible. I hate it. Let's just see what happens. But my initial idea is that they're all going to bunch up and just beeline it was true. But they do bunch up and waver. Okay. I think every cheap Bluetooth device sounds like an MW2 lobby. Yeah, because it probably does. I have one of my friends has both a wired microphone and a Bluetooth microphone. I don't know what they are. Like, I don't know what one's from a Bluetooth headset and one's, I don't know, some other microphone. I don't know. And occasionally he will switch between them, and they sound horrible. When he switches to his Bluetooth one, it's very clear that it's like fine. It's a gaming headset, so it's like it's good enough. But Bluetooth audio sounds bad. That being said, I've got little tiny shitty earbuds that I use. There are, when I compare them, and I compare the sound of these to like this, I could definitely tell. But that's because these came with my mom's phone and I stole them. And this is like studio monitoring equipment. What? Sorry, I was just looking because earlier Maya said I almost forgot the L and you would have been banned from Twitch without it. And I was looking at what had been written and I was like, what are you talking about? And then I realized it. I realized what it was referring to. But no, like, I think as much as I do think these don't sound very good, like, yeah, for the most part, I think most consumers aren't going to notice. It's like when you talk to someone and like, oh, I've got these headphones, they sound great. I remember that my auntie ages ago, when school candy was like a thing, she's like, oh, I got these like really good sounding school candy headphones, and then like my uncle tried it. Who, I'm not going to say that he was an audiophile or anything. I don't know, but he tried it and was like, for headphones of that caliber, you would expect them to be much better than they are, but they're just not. Though I think Skull Candy may have been the sort of headphones that were they were they were they were they were priced to make you want to buy them and not actually not necessarily good. I don't know if the flamethrower dots stack. I was wondering if that was the case. I don't know, but I could spread them out a little bit, I guess. But I don't know where they were. I don't know where they were going. I can't really remember where they were ending up. I'm gonna run it again and find out. You suppose after the call about their AirPods are the shiz. I've heard that. I've heard that about them. I've just kind of... I don't really know what I think about Apple. I think they're very expensive. What's going on down here? I used to hate them because it was kind of cool to hate Apple, but now I just don't think about them ever. So kind of were for the base/casual people because base is good. Yeah. But that is true though, that most people, if you just have a lot of base, people are going to think about it. People are going to go, this is good. This is what I want. People want their eardrums to be vibrating. So those flamethrowers there are fine. We might just need more. We might just need more damage output. I could move some of the fire up here to try and get the ones that are coming over the top. Because there's a lot of them that aren't getting hit by fire. And if I just put it up here, then I wouldn't have to necessarily have them down here. Your girlfriend paid $1,000 for a new iPhone. You paid $300 for your Samsung because it was on sale, and your phone is better in every significant stat. I think only like as nerds care about the stats on their phone, though. I don't even know anything about phone stats. I don't know anything about this phone. I don't know what phone it is. I've had it for ages. The screen is dying. But I definitely wouldn't like. Apple products are undeniably really expensive. What about the rightmost penis tip pointing southwest? A lot of orcs have been circumnavigating the tip. Right southwest. Up here. southwest. I don't know. I keep every time I run it, I pay attention to something else slightly different. So, sometimes I do just sort of consider. I could put fire. No, I think. No, I might move where the lasers are. I might move the lasers to be doing this up and down, and then have the fire along the middle. No, oh no, that's fine. I could definitely move some of these, some of the machine guns here. If I have some fire up here. Oops. If I have some fire there, and then have one of the lasers, a laser or two pointing up and down here, and then have like machine guns doing this bit instead. Maybe. Just maybe. The mortars aren't really doing anything. But I might just put them there and there. And then just have this mortar like doing some of there. But yeah, no, phones are really expensive, especially for something that you can just drop on the floor and shatter. And even more so if you get them on contract, and so you pay for them over the course of their life instead, which is great in terms of like cost effectiveness, but not cost effective in terms of like actually being able to pay for it. But it's terrible in that you will almost always spend significantly more than you would actually, than the actual value of the phone. I don't know if that's necessarily a better way of doing things, but it's definitely doing something. I don't know what Graphene OS is, by the way. I'm not ignoring that. I was just trying to think of what I wanted to say about it. I've seen thumbnails to videos where people are talking about Graphene OS being something that it's like an operating system that you can wipe completely or something, and that people are getting imprisoned for wiping their phone. Let's get some more Tesla coils and increase the fire rate a little bit. Oh, we could get the cannon as well. Let's get... Oh, do I want the cannon or do I want the grenade launcher? I don't want the cannon. I've got the cannon. I can get the grenade launcher actually, because I can do that if I want. The cannon isn't very good though. I do recall it not being very good, but we'll use it anyway. And let's put... I can't remember where they were coming down, but that's fine. And then we'll just put a cannon somewhere. We'll just put it here. It's going to be doing like no damage because it's level 1, and I only have one of them, but it's fine. And the time it's taken for the machine guns to do 300,000 damage, the rocket launcher has done 202. Maya, I feel like you have gotten kebab every other day for the past, like, week. I'm not going to try and stop you. I'm just, you know, wondering if that's something I'm aware of. If my thoughts are correct on the matter. Maya's feeding. Now he's bulking. Maya's bulking up so that they can then go to the gym and lose it all. 4 to 5 times in the past 2 to 3 weeks is quite a few. As the enabler that I am, though, I will say go on. Treat yourself. You deserve it. The fanning people up, that's feeding. I don't know, I don't know what it's called to be the person getting big. I know that the people being, if you're the feeder, then you're the one feeding them. You're the one encouraging them to get fat. But I don't know what it means to be the fed. Hup. Just one more, Maya. It won't hurt you. You can stop eating kebabs tomorrow, or maybe the next day. You've got your whole life ahead of you to stop eating kebabs. Have another one. I'm summoning the feds. Go on, get him. Disgusting creature. Cut him down. I think that I think British police officers should be allowed to carry swords. Ceremonial swords, but they're actually sharp. I'm definitely going insane. I keep thinking I see things on my walls. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I just keep seeing. I don't know if I'm hallucinating or if my brain is just like really actively trying to find spiders and things. Bubsy gameplay is making me high. Hey, I haven't really. I only played Bubsy for 2 hours for that video. I didn't actually play Bubsy for very long to get that video out. I had to play some Tesla. I had to play some Bubsy 4D. But every game other than Bubsy 4D, I recorded all the footage for that in one sitting. You're astral projecting yourself onto my room. For fuck's sake, not again. I make it clear in the video that I haven't played the game. At the time of writing the script, I hadn't played the game. I know, I know the audio's all over the place in it, because I recorded it over several different days. Well, no, actually, I recorded the entire thing on one day. And then, over the course of it all, I ended up just re-recording and re-adding in different bits. As I realised that I actually didn't really like a lot of the script. Like, half of it was just rewritten halfway through. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Let's get Just do this because I want to max that out just to get rid of that line. Increase laser damage. We can increase the time of them being confused. But what I will say is that it was the first time. Wasn't the first time when making that video. It wasn't. Not the first time I've been aware of it, but it's the first time that I have actively tried to make the audio audible on YouTube. Like I used the tools that are available on in DaVinci Resolve that are designed to be like, this is how you make it so people can actually hear it. I use the loudness meters and things. Which I usually do. I do the little, the little graph thing that bounces up and down. I use that, but there's a difference between seeing that go up and down and then how loud it's going to be on YouTube, because YouTube compresses it and everything. It's like I use the tools that they have available for that. I'm just not very comfortable as well. That's the other thing about narrating, is I'm just not very good at it yet. There's a lot of problems with the video. And the longer I sit and think about it, the more... Just like how I can think of everything wrong with every game I've played, I can do the exact same thing about the things that I made. I know there definitely was parts of it that some of it I was recording because it does just depend. I don't have one set specific way of recording it. So if there was more than one part, I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing through. I skimmed through it, so maybe there's definitely one bit that I'm thinking of which was quieter than the rest, and not just there was one bit that was quieter than the rest on purpose, but there was one bit that was quieter because of the way it was. I don't know, but I'm not masculine. I'm a little soy boy. No masculine man makes a video about Bubsy. No. I'm not going to become the bull. I am the little lamb. I sit there and I meekly read my scripts about Bubsy. Bubsy came to this world in 1993 after Michael Berlin was petting a cat one day and it scratched him so hard he had an epiphany. From that moment on, he made it his life decision to make Bubsy everything. Even though he kind of didn't, but The video was fine. From my point of view. As in, I think that my personal biggest problem with the video is that it just... It's problems that I could only have come up with having made it. I mentioned it briefly one stream that there's just a lot about it that people in the comments mention, not in an antagonistic way, but people in the comments just mention certain things about Bubsy and everything that would have made it so much better. I could have had more nuance to parts of the video. Right at the very end, the final, the conclusion, if you can call it that. It was initially much longer. There was more to the conclusion, but I was just fed up with it by that point. And there was just elements of it that I was like, I just haven't got, there's just not really much to this conclusion. So I ended up getting rid of it. And it just ends abruptly. Oh, do another one. I'm fine. I'm happy with what I did. I've got no problems with what I did. I just wish that I could have done more. I should have gone into the Bubsy subreddit. I don't even know if there. I say I don't know if there is one, but I bet there is. I don't know who Paul Heyman is. Saying wrestling doesn't really change whether or not I know who it is. I assume that he's just a guy who makes... What? Does he make videos on wrestling? Is he one of the announcers? The worst part about the video doing semi-well is that I have no other ideas. I've got no other plans. I don't really care about that, but it's like really cheap, so I'll get it. Increase laser tower numbers, do that. Actually, I don't even know what I just increased. I think it's range. He was the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed champion Brock Lesnar. That doesn't change my non-understanding of the guy. That's fine. That's what it is. Cool. There. Treat myself. He's the wise man of the OTC, Roman Reigns. This is not helping. Top right doesn't look like a mug today. Oh, that's good. I did explicitly go out of my way to put on my anti-mugging cream. Can't wait for sequel to my X-Car Sauna 2000 to come to early access. Is that a real game? I still refuse to play any more of those car games. I played the first one and was like, this is boring. I don't like games that the whole purpose is to annoy me like that and just be a little bit silly. I mean, I like them in some sense, but not. It's too tedious for me. Currently tied up in a feud between Oberfemi and Bron Breakker. These aren't real human beings. You're making them up. You're lying to me. You could just take two random words, just put them together, and that's it. You've got yourself a wrestler. Two random words that are almost vaguely names. I'd come up with them, but I'm not witty enough to think of that. The moment, if someone tells me to think of anything, mine's just completely empty, goes blank. I seize up like a deer in headlights. You could never make up Bron Breakker, son of Rick Steiner and nephew of Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. I don't know. I just don't know. Knowing that those words just turned my brain off. That's my secret fucking MI5 deactivation code. Your hand to burn some calories to earn that kebab. I don't really know if that's how that works, but good luck. Let's increase this. There we go. Halo would understand, but I'm not Halo, so I don't understand. Do that. And something like that. My knowledge of wrestling goes no further than the action figure of Rey Mysterio that I had when I was a small boy that I got to play with the Hell in the Cell toy playset. I didn't even watch wrestling. I just played it. I think my friend was into it at the time. I think I had Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker. And that was my knowledge of wrestling. And obviously I had the Hell in the Cell match, but I only got that because, like I said, my friend was into it. My parents must have been really confused when I asked for that for Christmas, because they're like, why the fuck do you know anything about wrestling? You don't care about it. You've never cared about wrestling, but they got it me, and I loved it. It was great. Rey Mysterio was... I know nothing about Rey Mysterio. Like I said, I didn't watch wrestling. I just liked Rey Mysterio because it was the first one I saw. Gay Mysterio. Isn't that the villain in one of those Spider-Man films? One of the more recent ones, I don't know. Oh, maybe one of the... Oh, it may have been John Cena and Rey Mysterio. They may have been the two ones that I had. But I might just be imagining the John Cena action figure just that I would just see around. So it might have been The Undertaker. I can't remember. I need to be looking down here because I feel like I'm definitely missing out on some DPS by not paying attention to what's going on down here. Because I refuse to believe that all these Tesla towers are actually doing anything. Because the majority of them are going straight down the center. Then I might just be able to move them all so that they're a bit more centralized. Though some do make their way in this general direction, so I don't know. They are kind of. The majority of them do make their way here, so it might make sense for me to move this one and this one in. Putting the flamethrowers on the outer slope, so those are not really doing anything. But these ones here are catching when they fall in. If I move these in and down... Wait, where is it? It's here, I think. Because this one's probably doing nothing. I can tell you that. I can agree with that this one's probably doing nothing. Well, the thing is that we're not too sure if the flamethrower's attacks stack. As if, you know, as in, if they are still on fire by the time they get here, does it stack them or does it just extend it? Oh no. Let's just check, have a look at something here. Because the other problem is that they do avoid going near the slope. I might move the flamethrower to about here. Oh no, no! They stopped being on fire about here. So that's it. We're not really wasting anything with that there. Yeah. Another one there. Slow them down a little bit. I've not upgraded the cryo ray at all. I've just not done anything with it. Completely just kind of... I just didn't really care for it. But I probably should upgrade it a little bit. We might need to spread out some of the Tesla towers just a little bit more. I'm going to upgrade some things. Including... I'm going to upgrade the cryo beam. Let's do that. You can tell that I haven't done it in a while when it's so cheap. Okay. There we go. The cryo beam might actually do something for once. Let's increase the damage of the lasers a little bit. Increase the bounce of them as well. And I forgot. Oh, I wanted to move some of the Tesla. I wanted to move a Tesla tower like up here, I think. I'm gonna move these two here. Let's see if that makes any difference. The additional laser damage will do some stuff. One interesting thing is that you can like buy one upgrade and suddenly that's just... It would take you were just barely under the threshold for doing it, and one upgrade pushes you over the edge. I think the wall of lasers is not a terrible idea. Oh, look how big the look at that now. This cryo ray is like actually usable. They should have upgraded this fucking hours ago. Look at that. It's so much more than it was. That is a common bred L on that one. This fire's not doing anything now. The only thing is that I've got an odd number of fire towers, which is annoying. It's just annoying from my point of view. I don't like it, but I could do it like this. There we go. Now this fire tower is going to touch some things. is this? Why do I have a notification? Who's notifying me? Why have I been notified with Horse Plinko half an hour ago? Literally 40 minutes ago. I never look at... They should notice that more. Then again, right now, my notifications, my Steam... No, my Discord notifications are hidden behind a fish oil capsule bottle. I don't have... I don't feel like I get any omega-3 whatsoever, and so I've... Well, actually, no, I got these years ago. It's like a year ago, but they're still in date, so it's fine. I forgot that I was taking them. The worst part about wanting to take little tablets and things like that to try and not be completely useless is that you have to remember to take them, and I just can't remember to take anything, so... I've just been sat... Though I have got multivitamins here. And when I say multivitamins, I mean multivitamin, because there's only one left in the jar, and they're really expensive, so I'm probably not going to buy any more. They still just reach the point during this where they just overwhelm everything. I don't think that's a problem necessarily with the layout, though. I think that's more of a problem with I need more power. So where am I going to find that power? I can increase the number of mortar towers. That might be useful. Increasing Tesla damage for the power of the Teslas. We can increase that to max. Increase that so we can get more coinage. And then we can increase the lasers a little bit. Lasers are almost maxed out. Increase cannons damage slightly. Can't afford any more of those. Flamethrower could be better if I put it in the center pointing up. This one here, where the Tesla coil is I assume it's... What is a snow bunny, Visferic? Move it down 2 pegs. I don't think there's that much. I don't actually know if there is that much optimization that needs to be done. Everything's doing stuff. The flamethrowers are not doing that much damage, which is technically correct. Under here, under the panel, under my face, I can see that the cannon is doing very little damage. The mortar is doing very little damage. The flamethrowers are doing decent damage. The lasers are doing a lot. And the Tesla towers aren't doing much. But the Tesla towers are more just... They're meant to be the ones that clean them up at the end. And the machine guns are doing the bulk of the damage. Though I haven't actually got many more towers. That's probably most of the problem there. Okay, Tesla towers are fully upgraded. So are lasers. Machine guns have one last thing that I can upgrade there. I can increase cannon damage. Good. Good. Kind of just like intermittently do that. I don't really know why this has a 1, 2, and a 4 on it. I can choose between them, but I don't have a 3. I have a fear I'm probably just missing it. It might be the smoke grenade or the is it smoke grenade? I can't remember what it is. It might be the grenade launcher. That might be the third one. What could I possibly in with? You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not in on whatever fucking conquest you're planning. As a British person, we're trying to forget our past. Like slow it down in a few places here and there. But that's the best I can really hope to do at the moment. Is just slow it down. We're so close to, like, we may have done it. We may have actually passed this one. We may have survived it. We did. I just had to throw out some a lot of ice. I got 141,000 for that one. And for that, I'm going to increase get one final gun tower. I'm going to get... I didn't unlock anything else, so I'm going to fully finish that off. And then I can increase the number of mortar towers. Oh, I can get so many mortar towers. Oh, I've got the ability to drop a nuke. Drop a nuclear bomb can be used once per battle. Can I? No, I need 62,000 of that. Increase the amount of damage that the mortar does. And then we'll work on getting the nuke. Are they just trying to get here? What is this? Are we on the moon? We'll just throw stuff about for now, and we'll deal with the repercussions later. I don't know where they're going to end up, where they're going to come from, so don't fucking worry about it. We'll use lasers. it's like... I think it's fine. Is it just zombie having a problem? It's just like... Do that. There's nothing indicating that I've got a problem on my end. The worst part about this game is the amount of stuff that you have to put down by this point. Just like put flamethrower like here, maybe here, possibly here. Maybe we've got flamers. Put one here. Put one here. Put a flamethrower like here. Cannon. Actually, no. I can open that up. Machine gun. Machine gun. Machine gun. Machine gun. Flamethrower. 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 Mortar. No, wait. Mortar. Rocket. Sure. Machine gun. Machine gun. No, not like that. Machine gun. 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 Laser. 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 Cannon. 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 Mortar. 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 Find 3 more places to put machine guns. Machine gun. Machine gun. Machine gun. There we go. See where they come from here. I forgot the entirety of the bottom section of the map. Whoops. This is not good. We lost instantly. Never mind. But if I just keep doing it, fine. I don't know if I've got what it takes to do this. Put this there. We'll put machine gun. There's a lot more. There are a lot more enemies than I was expecting. Put a put a zappy thing up there. Put this here. Put that there. It's not going to change anything. I feel like we just don't have enough of everything here. Look at them all. There's thousands of them, literally. Even the places that I put too many defenses in, they're still getting through. But what? Completely. When some audio was back, it was distorted. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the internet going through the air, going through the storm. Though currently, I don't think I'm not using Wi-Fi. I think we're on cable, but it very much could have been a problem on my end. But I don't think it was because it didn't happen to anyone else. Yep, that's it. It's always the 5G towers. You should have known, really. They are the cause of most of the problems. They're evil. No, no, it's too many. It's too many. I don't know how. I don't know what I'm supposed to be upgrading here to be able to deal with all this. I can increase mortar damage and increase the number of mortar towers I have and increase that. And I can increase the number of cannons that I've got. But I don't know how what I'm going to be able to do to actually stop them from running me over. No, don't come in. Get away. Don't touch it. No, stop it. It didn't help. None of us go through the giant canyon on the right. To be fair, I should look at where orcs are not making it through. Because we've got survivorship bias or whatever it is. We don't need to be reinforcing where they're coming through. We need to be reinforcing where they're not coming through. They're not really making their way through here, so I need to move things around. If I move this over here, and then it's not going to fix the problem. It's not going to fix the problem at all, but it might at least alleviate it slightly, and then bring this here. We'll have the machine guns pointing down here. It kind of really is a little bit in your best interest to not get them as soon as they spawn and try and do it. You want to be doing the damage as close to here as possible, really, don't you? Because that's when they're all bunched up and easy to hit. I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know if I should be concerned with what's going on here. Put a little zappy thing there. Can you be in a YouTube video? No. Only if you're on your best behavior and I also make YouTube videos. Oh, stop it. Stop going in. Get out. Okay. Just keep doing that. I wonder, was there any levels where I didn't get the perfect clear on it? So I might be able to do that now that I've leveled up a little bit. So they're still coming through here a little bit. They're getting through there. Let's go. Let's have a look. I didn't do perfect on this one. Let's just try and do that. Because I can then I can probably get the nuke by doing this. And we just add a machine gun here for shits and giggles. Add that in. Add that in. Add that in. Put one there, why not? Put one there. Just fucking stick them everywhere, really. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's cannon. Put the cannon here. Put one looking down there. Add an additional flamethrower here. Tesla tower. Put one there. Why not? And put one here as well. And then just like laser there. There. That's everything. Okay. And then just see if that does anything. But I think maybe since I've gotten more, since all my things just do more damage since the last time I was on this level, then I should be fine. I probably didn't even need to put down all that stuff. just to slow it down a bit, just in case. But I don't think I needed to. We are very much doing a lot of damage here. Boop, boop. I think this can get us the nuke. I think that's fine. What I needed. I need this little pink square. It's nice to know that I can waste beams by shooting out over here. Oh, I can click over here, but the beam just teleport in. Okay. That's not too bad then. But they are getting... No, they're not going to get through. They're getting further in than they were at the beginning, but it's not too bad. There we go, they'll stop spawning now. Okay, there we go. And I can go... Can I? Yeah. It's by the nuke. There we go. The nuke isn't even that big. Plus 20 meter radius. It's barely sized at all. Increase the do that. Get more nuke uses. We always want more. And increase the damage done. There we go. So the nuke is now maxed out. Let's get the grenade launcher. No, wait, I can't afford that. Okay, that's fine then. Increase cannon damage. There we go. And then... That's all done. There's a little bit more Tesla damage that we can get. We can increase the cryo beam just slightly. And then there's cannons that we've got to upgrade. Oh, I can also do the strafing run. And get that as well. There's a few things that I'm missing. But we can do that. Let's just... Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Drop a nuke there. Wow, that's... It's kind of cool. I was expecting it to be a bit more flashy, but... It's cool. It's not bad. I don't hate it. Oh! I don't know if that counted. I hope it counted. So the music changed. I don't know if it has. There are only like 2 songs in this game. Damn it. It might be best if I want to farm by going on to one of the other levels instead of doing this one. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Okay. Nuke. 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 If I don't have time, I die too quickly if I'm not. I haven't got time to get out my attacks. Okay, if we're gonna farm, let's farm on a different one. We'll try and get the good ending for this one. And by that, I mean, actually, no, what we can do now, I think, is something like this. So it does mean that there'll be things that don't get fire on them. That's fine, I think. We do that, and we can put one there. Have the have mortars landing in around here. Then just like add a machine gun that shoots through there. See how it goes. Because we have well, As I say, we have proven that I can finish this one without having to, without losing. You know, I can get to the end of it. But I did have to micromanage by making sure, by freezing it strategically. But, you know, with an extra, with a couple of nukes here and there, probably won't be too bad. Good, good. Oh, by the way, I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow, so I'm not going to come back with short hair, but there's always a chance that my hairdresser will sneeze and I'll lose all my hair, so. I hope that's not a be-all and end-all selling point of of seeing me. I wouldn't blame you if that was true. To be fair, with the cryo beam, you can just, you know, draw a line and say, all right, you wait there for a little bit. Yes, it's not. Doesn't look like it's gonna. Looks like there might be some that get through here. I didn't have the beam on. There is quite a horde of them coming now. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's worth keeping the nuke until it gets to this point. When everything gets full, like it was, that's probably the best place to use the nuke. Instead of just using it to cut down the numbers, just wait until it gets overwhelmed. That being said, I can use my currency to buy another one of these, which means that I can buy the thing that allows me to do damage to the orcs. So I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to increase the amount of damage that the cryo beam does. There we go. Does it unfreeze and die? Or does it just do some... It just does some damage, okay. I'm not doing that much damage yet. I keep getting the vague smell of lavender. And I don't know if that's just like the smell of, like... I don't know if that's just the smell of the rain. You know, like there is the rain smell. I don't know if it's the smell of rain or if there is... Like, there was... Last time I checked, or... I said last time I checked a long time ago. Like, I'm talking years ago. But there was lavender plants on the street. So it could be that I'm smelling, but it's also very likely not. It might just be the rain. It made me wonder if I should get some kind of, I don't know, like incense for the room or something. Just something to make it smell nice. I don't think it smells good in here, but I don't think it smells like atrocious. It's annoying that I don't think there's a way to cancel once you've begun to draw where you want the strafing run. I don't think you can cancel it. Unless you can by like cycling between these, I'm not sure, but... Okay. Everything's doing fairly even damage, it seems. Apart from the machine guns. The machine guns are still doing more damage than everything else. The lasers are also doing a lot. But everything else that's not doing as much damage is doing not much damage together. Alright, let's just do this. No, get back. Okay, good. Okay, we did it. That allows me to buy. I can increase every 5th shot is bigger and has more penetration. I kind of want to upgrade that. I like that. I've discovered that I should have been using the cryo beam the entire game, and I regret not upgrading it sooner. Get more strafing run users because they're useful. So the strafing run is at max. Let's go with that. Okay. Just do like... Takes a second for the strafing run to show up. So if I can just do it like this. If I do it preemptively, then I send a nuke out, and another nuke out, and another nuke out. Right, no! Okay. I definitely have some things that are not in the best place. Sorry, don't worry about it. Good, good, good. I'm just trying to get as much damage done as possible to earn things, but I still think it's... I don't think it's working. Okay. Do that and that. Do that and that. Do that. Do that. I ran out now. It's fine, we do that. No, stop. I don't think I killed many more than I had been on previous attempts. Okay. So I can't do much more damage. I've kind of maxed out the amount of damage that I can do, so I do just have to kind of find a way of doing this better. Cannon fire. Increase the damage of the cannon. Why not? Okay. Instead, how about, instead of doing it like having everything focusing up here, how about we bring everything back down here? Though I think that the cannons should probably point that way. The cannons should point out, because then you want them to be able to you want the shells to go through as many enemies as possible. But I think that what I want to do, instead of having a lot of things at the openings, I want to have a lot of turrets and weapons as close to the center as possible. I think that's the way to go. Maybe. Though I can't say for certain. Because it's all well and good to have things at the end, at the edge here. Like if I have them here, if I have them here, it's great, but then I don't have them here. And so anything that gets through here gets mixed up with this, which overwhelms this anyway. So I might as well just have them all here when everything is where the orcs are converging. I think that's true. Let's actually put a turret, put another machine gun here. Machine gun. Oh, I've got it. Machine gun there, and then we'll put Tesla tower here. Put another flamethrower here. Put Tesla coil there, because then I can gather hit some up here. Put that there. No, we'll put it here instead. We'll keep fire there. No, we'll move fire here. And we'll move the machine guns here as well. I don't know if this is going to work. I refuse to believe this is going to work. But I'm trying it anyway. I want to move the mortar tower here as well. And move this mortar here. Move you down here. And move you down here as well. There. Also move you. Here. You can go there. Yeah. Hi, Silver. When am I making the move to joystick.tv? What is that? What is this? What is this new website that's just appeared out of nowhere that I've never heard of? The answer's never. Okay, so I've not managed to necessarily get... I've not managed to solve the problem, but I've made the problem better by consolidating my assets. I've increased our chances slightly. Don't look it up. Okay, I won't. This map is not hype. It's not... It's difficult. I mean, it's the second to last one. I spent a lot of time not doing it properly. Like, I did spend a lot of time. Okay. This flamethrower here can move. This one's doing nothing. This machine gun can move as well. So this flamethrower can move. I think moving it to here might actually not be a bad idea. No, it is a bad idea. It's a useless idea. We'll move it up here. Excuse me. Move that up here. And then we'll just move this machine gun here. Yeah. I spent a lot of my time initially with all my things just spread out randomly, and I'm trying to actually find where they're coming from and where all the damage needs to be done. You know, I want more fire over here. So where is the pain point? Here's a little bit difficult. Some are getting through here. They're getting through there. Yeah, they are getting through a lot through most of it, actually, now that I'm looking at it. There isn't one specific location that they're getting through. What isn't doing any damage? The cannons aren't doing any damage. Is that because my cannons aren't very good, or... I mean, they're not, but they should be doing some. What are my cannons... Where are my cannons looking, and what are they not doing? My cannons aren't doing anything. The cannons are objectively the worst tower in the game. You know, I'm gonna watch the cannons. A little bit. They just get outclassed by everything else. Maybe I should just not focus on cannons. Just ignore them. They're not very good. Just understand that they're terrible. Fire them. I wish they would. Out of all of it, the cannons did no damage. No, wait, that's the wrong thing. No, wait, the cannons are doing fine. The mortars are a problem. Mortars and fire is not doing much right now. Okay. I was misunderstanding the symbols that are in the corner. Fire needs a bit of a change. Let's move that there, because then that's now getting all of them. And let's move this fire here, so that blocks that entire thing. I just want as many enemies as possible coming through to be being hit by fire. I think it's useful for that to be the case. Put you there. No, wait. Put you there. And then we'll put... Can I fit you in this one here? Come on. No, okay, it's fine. And we'll just, like, throw you there. Because this feels much more like an optimization problem. Considering that I have basically unlocked everything at this point. No, it's so bad you're getting through. But it's like it could be worse. Okay. All that's upgraded. This that I haven't gotten. I don't have that. I can increase Tesla damage a little bit. And I can increase the number of turrets, of rocket towers I have by 1. But I still don't like them. I'm going to move this here. Because then it can just like, when everything gets backed up here, this can just zap them a little bit. I think I'll do the same, like, wait. There. I think I'll do the same over here. I'll put one here. To be fair, if I was like using these lasers properly, then I could use them to do the same thing. I think the problem is that maybe it's that I'm not using the lasers properly. Maybe I should use maybe if I put more attention to what the lasers were looking at. Because some are just like bouncing the lasers are just going anywhere, which is kind of useless for the most part. But this one's pretty good. Okay. Still so many of the... It's this bit here. This bit here is the big problem. Like, they slowly make their way through the rest of it. But this corner here is where they all get through much quicker. Oops, I didn't mean to go right here. I haven't got anything to get yet. Bottom left is satisfying. Bottom left is doing well. I'm going to move this. I'm going to take this and put this here. I'm going to take this and put it here as well. Let's look. I'm going to look for things that maybe aren't doing anything. We need Merlin. What, the wizard? Okay. Get that. And then we'll just like put it here. Staring into that. Yeah, wizard towers would be much more. I think we do need magic. I think the best way to counter orcs is with magic. We think it's guns because we live in a society where guns determine who is stronger. But I think in a world where orcs existed, I think magic would be the deciding factor. Orcs are like big and strong with their big strong arms. They're not prepared for, you know, they're prepared to fight with guns and things. They're not prepared to fight a fireball. We need to start giving the police wands. The military and the police need to stop giving them military grade weapons and start giving them wizard grade wands. No, stop it. Stop. Oh, I don't want to do that. I should be using the key bindings to select weapons, but I keep forgetting. Yeah, there is nothing else for me to get, is there? No. I mean, there is. There's things that I can get. But to unlock grenade launcher now, I would need to beat this level. I could get the shrapnel for my rockets, but I don't use my missiles because they're useless. They do barely any damage, even though I've fully upgraded them. I might be able to move where some of the mortars are. It might help. Do we just take the L and surrender? Yeah, we just let them. The orcs can win. They're stronger than us. I could move this here. Just let the orcs let the orcs have it. Whatever we're defending is not worth it. Unless it's the Cat Girl Development Center, but I doubt that's the case. Do that. And we'll bring this down here so it's more accurate. Move you over there so that's more accurate. I might have to move this one. Okay. I wanted to put the nuke down, but it's too... I've messed it up. Oh, I shouldn't have put that there. I'm messing up the key bindings. I didn't use any of these shortcuts for the entire course of the game. I never learnt them. With, like, slight optimizations, we've managed to cut down... We've managed to get pretty decently far in. I didn't check what the damage statistics were. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Hey, stop it. It just reaches a point at which it kind of gains saturation, and there's nothing more that I can do. Like, I'm not far off, but I also am. I can do that to make my rockets more powerful. I forgot that I can increase that. I can increase the amount of damage my rockets do. But I don't know if that's going to be useful. I'm not ruining my data with airstrikes. I'm manipulating my data with airstrikes. There's difference. The airstrikes are part of the equation, so it's kind of it makes sense. I can slow them down by putting a wall up every now and then. By just doing that. Lets them thin the count down a little bit. Alright. But I've managed to... upgrading my my rockets did seem to make a difference. Like, they are actually doing damage now. Because they do... Like, yeah, they do decent damage. And I can make them... If I upgrade this one, like, it slows them down. Well, it does slow them down. But I can slow them down more if I, you know, increase the level of that. There's usually a cheating mechanic in games like this. I would like it if it was a cheating mechanic. That's the problem, is it isn't. Yeah, this look, like, this is actually, like, I should be doing this. I should be like using the thing that you get. I've gone like the entire game without using these rockets simply because I didn't want to upgrade them. But I probably should have been because it's actually probably quite useful. I'll call a nuking on there, and then there, and also there. Oh, I think I just got flashed by lightning. Can't do that, lightning. Can't flash me. I mean, we're still struggling. But we are doing slightly better. We got to the point at which they stopped spawning. They were no longer spawning on that one. Okay, so the final thing, I have this, which I can't get the grenade launcher until I beat this level. But the only thing I can do now is upgrade the Tesla coil by its final point, which I've just been forgetting about. But yeah, no, my rocket can can single-handedly kind of keep this choke point a little bit slower, which is pretty decent. So my rockets are actually doing stuff now. Just doesn't feel like it's doing enough, but it's... I don't know if it's going to be enough to actually make a difference. I think the purple, when they go purple, those are the ones that have been slowed by it. Right. Is the laser mid-right, this one here? Probably not. It's probably not doing anything. Let's... I'm going to actually put it down here, because this is where a lot of them are coming from. I didn't need to do that. I should just be using the... I think if I need to be doing anything that isn't firing rockets, I should just be using the laser. The prior laser. Because the cryo laser is very good just for giving everything just a little bit of a couple of seconds to rest. Well, not even that, but gives it a little bit of time just to think about it. Put a nuke there. Put one there, and we'll empty that out as well. Laser. Slow that down a bit. That one. We've managed to get them to stop spawning again. But I don't think I still don't feel like we've got this. Because look, there's so many of them are still getting through. I mean, I can upgrade this to its final. So we now every tower that we've got is performing at its maximum. So it truly is now just a skill issue when we lose. Do I change this fire? I could move this fire here to try and block to here instead. I don't know how much difference it'll make. If any. No, stop. I wasn't paying attention. But the top right is relatively well done. I don't know if doubling on fire does anything. I don't know if it doubles the damage or if it just increases the burn duration. Up here is fine. I don't really want to go messing about with this bit up here as best I can. Let's move this over here. I'm not sure if this Tesla coil was doing anything. So if I just move it somewhere where it might be able to do something. Like here. I might also be able to move this Tesla coil as well. Because this one might not be doing anything major. You know what? I think I want to... I think I know I know how to optimize this more. I just need to be able to think about how I'm going to be doing it. Because one thing that I haven't done. Well, I've been doing it slightly, but not. I haven't been intending to do it. It's just the way that it's been playing out. Is that I do increased damage to enemies that are on fire. So like this turret here could be doing more if I put it here instead. So if I do this instead to make sure that everything that's making sure that fire comes first. Move that here. No, we'll keep that. No, that's fine. No. We'll move this here. We want to be making sure that everyone taking damage is taking damage after being set on fire. Where as best as possible. I don't think it's required for everything, but we do still want that to be something that we're taking into account. Okay. Time to deal with everything that's here. Clean that up a little bit. Some are getting through here now that I've removed that Tesla coil, which is a little bit annoying. But might just be something that we've got to accept. We do have a minor leak. Okay. Move this here. Move this down here. Like I said, I want as much of these things to be taking damage while on fire. So I want to move the Tesla coil here as well. But there's not a huge amount that needs to be... Up here isn't really the bit where the big problem's happening. It's over here. Probably make some changes here. Maybe. Though in some of these locations, the orcs get through on fire, but they get set on fire, but they get packed in, so they don't, like here, the orcs don't get very far while on fire because this here is such a sticking point. I could... Oh, this flamethrower here is not doing much. This one here, this flamethrower can move. Where I'm going to move it to, probably here. But this flamethrower here is not doing that much. Because there's only a few that straggle their way down here, and I think that this could take care of them without it being a problem, or without it being too much of a problem. Right. Let's try doing that. Let's try moving this over here. Just to get some additional damage in first. No, we shouldn't look up the optimal thing, because whatever I come up with will be the optimal thing. I am Optimus Prime. So all of these here now are getting set on fire before they enter. I mean, they're already getting set on fire there, but they're taking damage beforehand. They are still, like, making their way around here, which is the overflow. No, it's not necessarily being worse than before. It's just not necessarily being as good as before. I don't know if this is doing anything here. Spread this out a little bit. Let's find that. Increase that. Don't know if I don't know if this is going to increase anything, but I don't know what I could do to get more out of the lasers. Review that. This one here, I might be able to do better with. Oops. What is this one doing now? I might be able to get this one to be better. If I do it like that, maybe. This one's just a little bit all over the place. Right. Just do that. I'm just trying to... If I do it like this... See, just try and get as much of them on fire as at once. Unless I put it up here, but... Sorry, they put the Tesla coil up there. I could put this Tesla coil there. It's not going to do much, but it might clean them up a little bit. Well, this one's even worse now. Nah, it's not great. Maybe if I don't know, maybe if I just lock in. But that's going to be very... There's a tall order for me. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. It's not a lot of overtime streaming. It's 20 minutes. Just not enough. I don't have any, like... I don't have anything left. You walked, you ran, you cried, you vomited, and perhaps not in that order. Well, time to treat yourself to a kebab. You earned it. Maybe it's time to move on, find someone who appreciates the way I am. But no, it will never be enough. Knowing that this is still out there. Once you're never enough, you never will be. You'll be constantly haunted by the knowledge that you were once never enough. This one wasn't too bad in an attempt. It wasn't good, but it wasn't... we almost got there. Like the wise words of Outcast, never, ever, ever. Yes. Correct. There really is nothing left, is there? No, there isn't. Making sure that I hadn't missed anything. Which is always very much a possibility that I have somewhere missed some of it. There's this, but it doesn't count. Dude. Kebab maker's made too tight and not in the bag might cry again. You gotta rip it open, like an angry gorilla. It's a kebab bag. It's not like it's something that you've got to preserve. Just rip it open. If you weren't buying kebabs all the time, you could probably just buy a roll of plastic bags. That's right. I'm poor shaming you. Stop buying kebabs. Buy bags. Unless you're in a country in which plastic bags are more expensive than kebab. It sounds like you're not getting a free bag. You're instead spending like 15 quid on a bag at that point. If you're buying, it sounds like you're spending 15 quid on a bag and getting a free kebab at that point then. He fell for kebab marketing. He has. He's fallen for the kebab scam. Still so many that get through. It's just not there. It's so close yet so far away. I mean, faffing around with here isn't going to help here anyway, but... there, nuke there, nuke there. Do that, and then just laser that for the time being. Still so many up here that I've got to deal with. I don't like the odds. I still don't like them. I'm not convinced. I'm ignoring the stragglers that go through it. I've got enough health to ignore a few. So I have to be very careful with the cryo ray. Okay. There. I did it. I mean, this is a few left to kill, but I survived it. And it only took me far too long. I don't know how... Oh, there was mortar towers that I hadn't bought. I was missing mortar towers. Maybe that's where my problem lay. I apparently had 3 mortar towers that I hadn't bought. But it is what it is. And now I can get the grenade launcher. There we go. But I have no idea how you're supposed to really get this done without, you know, by killing them all. I don't know how he's supposed to do that. I want to see what this is. This looks horrible. This is just a random noise pattern. Mortar tower, 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 mortar, 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 cannon, cannon, cannon. Actually, here would probably be better, but grenade launcher. Oh, look at this. The grenade launcher would have been great to have had. It's just like another mortar, but different slightly. That mortar's not doing anything. That. I'm just throwing it down, and then you can optimize it afterwards, you know. My stream is nothing but a random noise generator, but not noise, not like scientific noise. Noise as in it's just sound. Okay. So many turrets that I've got to put down. Okay. And we put this here, that there. I think had I actually... No, I was gonna say had I bought things in a different order, it might not have been too bad, but I don't know. We did it. just throw things out there. I know I said earlier that I have to make sure that I've got, like, I have to make sure that guns are shooting at things that are on fire. But here I don't really have the luxury of doing that because of how spaced out everything is. Why do I have 2 fire towers here? I have like a fire tower there. One there. One there. One here. Put one there. Just have machine guns here. There. Some there. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay. What are these? Why are these? Oh, it's the like the gas grenade things. The grenade launchers do that. Okay. But it does mean that we just need to like heighten our defenses up here. I don't need to like try and kill as many as I can because I've already got all the upgrades. Just move these up here. Move the lasers. See what this looks like. Okay, less are getting through there now. This gun here and this gun here can be moved. We're very much not near beating it because of how many are getting through. But they're mostly getting through at the top. So this gun can be moved. So can that one. Put fire up here somewhere. Bring this and make it a bit more of an actual firing pattern. Incremental gains. This is a fluid simulator. You make changes and then everything fixes itself. But then that's actually not true. It doesn't fix itself at all. So you have to make another change. Okay. My fluids aren't on display. If you're seeing them, you're looking for them, and that's on you. It is just, yeah, it is just optimizations that's got to get me through this. Dude. You know what? I'm gonna run it and I'm gonna see what's not doing any damage. That will help us. This one here, this flamer can move. This flamer, I think, can move. I need a flamethrower up here. There. Move there. Yeah, that flamer can move. I think this flamer, this machine gun, and this flamer can move. And I want to put them up here. Yo! Don't get in! Ugh. So I want one here. I want a flamer here. Not that. Put you there. I'll put you here. Like that. This can then come up here as well. Actually, no, we'll move you here. And you want to move somewhere, but I'm not too sure where, so I'm going to put you there for now. Okay, it's doing a little bit better having that up there. It's still having problems. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. Okay. I still don't feel... I still definitely have gotten some things in... there are things that I can do better. It's the bottom layer does have problems, but the top is where the current problem is. How do I tell the difference between a mortar tower and a non-mortar tower? Now, okay, this is the grenade launcher. These ones are the grenade launchers. These are mortar towers. Okay. So I think... Okay, I've got nothing to prove this yet. I think if I throw slowing capsules just out into the crowd, I think that'll slow them down. And so I can kind of control the amount of enemies that are coming at me at any given moment. At the moment, these slowing things are not actually doing anything. I'm just launching them willy-nilly. But if I launch them just into the groups of enemies. Wait, is that? Yeah. If I just launch them into them as they spawn, then I can slow the number of enemies showing up. Does that sound reasonable? I don't think it sounds unreasonable. Though eventually they are just being pushed by the orcs behind them. And so it kind of... The fact that they are slowed down doesn't do much. I'm also not sure if I think the slowing does wear off eventually, though I'm not completely certain. Okay, we are having some trouble down here now. Okay. Change of plan then. Let's do this. We want to ensure that the first thing that hits them is fire. Because, as I've said, excuse me, they take additional damage when they're on fire. And so if I can set them on fire, then I get that additional damage boost. So if we do that, to have the fire pointing outwards, and then we just do something like that, just to see if we can thin them down a little bit there. Move these around a little bit. I'll do it this way instead. Okay. Okay, it's already off to a bad start. Unless, maybe, just maybe, having all my attacks right here is a problem. And instead, it would make much more sense for me to spread them out a little bit. I know what I might spread out. I might put these around a little bit more. I might spread the Tesla towers out more. And just have them around here to see if I can get them to do damage to enemies that make their way through. Don't know where they're getting through up there. I want to move you there. And this I want to move. Let me move you there. So I think if I right now, I think part of the problem is that I have all my defenses right here. I think if I was to spread it out a little bit more, I do have a lot of land to play with. If I was to spread it out a little bit more, then it would mean that they're not getting pushed through here. Because right now they do get, or they have got all these slowing capsules on them. But the slowing capsules don't do much because they get pushed by the non-slowed ones. Put electric ones there. Move that one down. I don't think it's going to change much, actually. I think there's a lot wrong with this. But what and where, I don't fully know. I have my theories, but my theories don't tend to really mean much if they don't practice. I'll move this machine gun down here. What's this flamethrower doing? This flamethrower is actually doing stuff, just about, I think. Everything is getting hit with fire. So I've got that working. At least just about everything is being hit with fire. Yeah, I've somehow managed to move my problem down. The problem, I was having too many of them get through at the top, and now I'm getting... Now, well, the top ain't great. The top hasn't gotten any better, actually. No one is ready for me. Let's move this there. And this. Here. This one, we can move there. This can be moved here. Other than that, I don't really know. So move some of these here. There's still still a lot that aren't making it. Well, actually, it's only just started. You've got to wait for the pressure to build up first, then you can get proper readings. Just like where what is not fire is barely doing anything, and so are the Tesla towers, but most of the Tesla towers are over here. Maybe I can move this Tesla tower over here. think I might move this machine gun down here. How's this looking? Can I get rid of any of these? I'm going to get rid of this one. Like, as in move it elsewhere. I'm going to move this one. It's kind of difficult, this is. My expert, let's change it. Let's do something like this. Let's do something stupid with it and just like, this is not gonna work. I've changed it. You know, I've decided this isn't gonna work, but I'm in too deep now and I'm doing it. I'm using my mortars just to shell indiscriminately into the open packs. I'm gonna move this down here. Move you down. Okay, it's already. I'm already seeing a slight loss. I might move these to be more centralized in the respective things, whatever they're called, squares. Square is probably what you'd use. But I think that where they are there, I think there might be enough space for them. Like they might just have the radius to be able to do top and bottom of there. Maybe. The Shamford Square. I appreciate you not questioning the fact that I forgot the word for square. We did get to the point where they stopped spawning, I think. Yeah, we did. So we reached the point at which they stopped spawning. We're still very much not going to make it. But the end is in sight, I guess. We only have to find around 2,000 additional kills. So yeah, I can put these more centrally. To maybe catch a few. But I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I don't know what it is that I need to change to find those additional kills. Yeah, having those centralized is much better. It's not perfect. Because in a perfect world, none would get to that point. And evidently quite a few still are. Oh, it's a van outside. It would be nice if I could find still if I could find a Tesla coil to put back here somewhere just to pick off a few. I think we got it. Yeah, I don't think there's not 111 enemies here. So we did it. We did it. Ah. Oh, there we go. I technically beat the game. Oops. I didn't unlock everything because that's too difficult. But I beat it. We no longer have an orc problem. I finished them all off. Don't misunderstand that. The orc problem has been solved. We've got a slight orc problem. There's a few orcs. There are a few orcs that are left, but yeah, we did it, and it was fun. Well, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't care if you enjoyed it. It definitely felt like towards the end it did get a little bit annoying, but I think it's still what's the word? I think it was still an enjoyable game. You know, especially for the price. It was only a couple quid. There we go. I wanted to get an achievement for only using one thing, and I tried it earlier, but I used a rocket by accident. I think there's an alternative one where you do it without using without using the any towers. But yeah, I think it was fun. I would I do recommend this game. Okay, there's not an achievement for doing that. Never mind. Oops. Oh, I pressed quit by accident. It just took me to the desktop. I didn't expect that. That it took me to like the main menu, but that apparently pressing escape is the main menu. Never mind. Well, I'm not loading it up just to say bye. I'm done. Thank you for watching. I mean, you don't have to buy the game now. I've played through it all, but it's a fun game just to pass some time with. It's well, it's gone up a little bit in price since I got it as it released, but it's £9. £9. I got how much time did I get? I got 9 hours out of that game. It was fun. Next stream is absolutely not Marvel versus Capcom. Why would I play Marvel versus Capcom? Oops. I don't even know if is that even on. Oh, it is on Steam. I've never been interested in fighting games. Not my kind of thing. They require too much either button mashing or too much focus. And I just can't. I find my eyes focus on the screen on the wall behind the screen. I like the artwork though. All the pixel art's cool, at least in the old stuff. I assume that some of them, like the newer stuff, does the new stuff still do it? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I like the old pixel art style. I'll never make it to Worlds anyway. Listen, I know you're baiting. You're baiting. Those are fighting words. That's bait words. You're trying to reverse psychology me to not get involved. It's not gonna work. I'm not gonna get involved with the game. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not doing that because that is not my thing. It's not gonna work. I'm leaving. I'm going. I'm not gonna be playing. So we have an orc problem ever again. Well, I might on my own just to get all the achievements if they're easy. But other than that, I'm not playing it ever again on stream. Next stream, I might play Volume. I've got a couple games that are in the parkour genre. And when I say couple, I mean two. But I have at least a couple games that are in the parkour genre that I would like to play. And one of them is Volume, and the other one I'll leave you in suspense for. What else do I have? Oh, I could play that. Maybe I'll play. I don't know. I got things. I got a few games. I got them. Some of them games might be multiple streams. Some of them might only be one. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm leaving. I'm spent. Thank you for watching. Take care, and we will have a parkour problem by the end of it. Take care, and I will see you next time. So bye bye.